Hey, how's it going on, guys? Welcome back to the Rundown 5. So I'm Giovanni, and I'm going to be talking about the new Google streaming platform for video games. So Google a couple days ago made an announcement saying that they're going to make an announcement about their new streaming service. So it's really weird, and it's something that's different from what everybody else is doing for their game platforms. So if you play any games on consoles, or if you play any games on Steam, or just on your computer in general, you would know that you would have to install the game onto whatever device you're using. So if you're using a PS4 or Xbox One, you'll have to install the game onto there, and then you'll be able to play it. If there's any updates, then you have to update from there, and etc. If you're playing on PC, you're going to have to get a launcher. Now, you might be asking, what's a launcher? Well, a launcher is something that allows you to access the game, and then from there you can install it, download it, play it, and then enjoy the game. Now, Google is taking a completely different approach with this. Now, their service is called Tyrant, and essentially what they're doing is they're skipping the whole install process. It's very interesting because what's ended up happening is that you're able to play games just through a small link that you can click on, and it'll immediately jump to the game that you want to play. Now, just like sharing a link with your friends through text messages or through Google, computer chats, we were actually able to do is just click the link, and it just jumps to whatever game the link takes it to. So this is pretty revolutionary. This is actually very interesting that Google is taking this kind of approach to their gaming service. For so long, we've been used to installs and just like long load times for games, but this is just instant access to any game you want. And seemingly, it can be any game you want because the limitations they're giving developers to make the game is actually kind of unlimited. It's really up to their imagination, actually. So one of the problems when it comes to building a console and making games for that console is that what developers have to do is they have to develop the game for that console. So let's say for the PS4, for instance, they have to develop games that use the PS4's hardware to the best of its ability. But for games that come on Nintendo Switch, the Switch isn't as powerful as the PS4, so they kind of have to downgrade. So the PS4 can run at 60 frames per second, unlike the Nintendo Switch in handheld mode, where it doesn't always run at a consistent 60 frames. So they kind of have to change the way they make the game, and sometimes graphics are downgraded, sometimes assets are left out, and it's just not the full envision that the developers want for their game. Now, with this new platform, they don't have to worry about that. You see, what ends up happening is that the hard work it takes for the computing power to run the game is actually handled elsewhere. So what happens is that instead of having the game run on your PS4 or having it run on a Nintendo Switch, what it does is that it takes the servers and I'm doing shit. Get out.
How long are you gonna take? We gotta record.
Yeah, I'll finish up. Go. Shoot. So what ends up happening is, God damn it. So what ends up happening is that all of the hard work is handled in a server somewhere else in the Google headquarters. So what ends up happening is that all the hard work is handled elsewhere in the Google warehouse. And pretty much all you have to do is click the link and you'll be able to run it on any device that has Google Chrome. So you can run it on your smartphones, on your tablets, on computers that typically wouldn't be able to handle AAA games, stuff like that. And there's also like a plethora of other features that Google has announced along with their streaming service. You can also use different controllers. You can just use any Bluetooth controller you desire. It's actually really accessible and it allows anyone to play anything. It's really interesting, and it's something that I'm really looking forward to. They didn't really announce too much about like pricing and when it's going to come out, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what Google has in store for the rest of this platform. So I've been Giovanni. This is the Rundown 5. Thanks for watching.